One of the movies that I liked a lot, and did not know how much I was going to like this movie. And I've seen it several times, Edge of Tomorrow. And I remember seeing this movie and thinking to myself, this needs a sequel. Like, it can't just end here. Like, this movie has to go on. But of course, like anything, obviously it has to be done right. So let's get into this story from fandompulse.com. Doug Liman to reteam with Tom Cruise for Edge of Tomorrow sequel in 2026. I'm here for it. Tom Cruise, I'm going to give Tom Cruise his respect. If Tom Cruise is in a movie, the movie is probably going to be good. This is just the way it is. You don't really see Tom Cruise in, well, I'm not going to say he was never in a bad movie, but typically you see his face, you know you're getting ready to get something good. Director Doug Liman will reportedly reteam with star Tom Cruise for a sequel to their sci-fi thriller Edge of Tomorrow in 2026. World of Real reports that the latest issue of Production Weekly claims that Lehman and Cruise are eyeing a 2026 production for the sequel, and it will also see the return of Cruise's co-star Emily Blunt. I am here for this. I I don't know why they didn't. Well, sometimes the timing just doesn't work right. Sometimes people have other schedules. You don't know how popular a movie is going to be by the time the movie gains its popularity. You didn't know and you weren't planning on a sequel. I think you should always have that in mind. Like, if you know this is a movie that can get a sequel, if it is good, if it does have reception, we need to have some contingency plan for a sequel moving forward. A sequel to the film was reportedly greenlit back in 2019, but never went anywhere, probably because of the pandemic, if I had to guess. Deadline reported at the time, Warner Bros. Is developing a sequel to the crowd-pleasing 2014 hit Edge of Tomorrow. Man, 2014. Yikes. Time flies. Matthew Robinson, The Invention of Lying, pitched a take and has been brought on to write the sequel. The intention is to bring back director Doug Liman and stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, who played warriors fighting vicious alien invaders in Europe. A TV adaptation was also in development as revealed by Village Roadshow lawsuit against Warner Brothers. The lawsuit stated, more recently, WB made the decision to go forward with the television series based on Edge of Tomorrow, another Village Roadshow film. Yo, I don't know if I would have liked a show without a sequel. I typically, and this is just me, typically if there's a movie that comes out that's good enough to warrant a sequel and they don't give it a sequel, but they give you a some kind of TV edition add-on, I'm not really the biggest fan of that. Not the biggest fan at all. Despite the lack of movement on a sequel or TV show, there has been quite a bit of talk and interest in doing the sequel. Blunt told Deadline in 2023, well, I would love to do another one. I don't know when and I don't know how, but I would love it. I don't know if my back could take it. I guess there was a lot of, things going on with stunts and what have you. This to me, Edge of Tomorrow, I'm not going to call it a classic, but I'm going to say I could definitely see how if you move a little more into the future, how people could look back on this movie and say, no, bro, this is a classic. This is a classic sci-fi flick. So, I want to see it. I want this to happen. She added, I love the experience so much, and I would love to work with Doug Liman again. It's funny how if you get a good director on a movie, actors will come back specifically for that director, if nothing else. It's like we have to create something as ambitious as the first one. How much more mileage can we get out of a repeating day. What's the new construct? More recently, Lehman told Empire in July 2024, no, we keep talking about it. We love that world. Yo, I want this to happen. I want this to happen. And maybe, is it just me? Am I the only one that really loved this movie? Is there anyone else out there that saw this movie and thought to themselves, I need a sequel? I really hate when movies are so good that you could easily, because the way it ended, I was like, yo, there's more story to be told. And I don't even think necessarily they have to relive of the day again and again like they did in the first one. I mean, they can do that to some degree, but that doesn't have to be the focus of this next movie. They can do something totally different, incorporating that in the movie, but not making that the focal point. They could do something else. But this is better than waiting, I don't know, 20 years. Like, what was it? That Independence Day sequel? I think they waited a little too long for that one. And I think it was a detriment to not have Will Smith in that movie. Not having Will Smith in that movie. And of course, you couldn't get him in that movie. I understand that, but it's just like, well, maybe we don't really need a sequel. Right? If that's the case, like if you're not going to have Will Smith in this movie, that's just one we need to let go. Now, when Independence Day came out, again, this is not seizing the moment. And I see Hollywood do this a lot. There will be a movie that is a fan favorite. It just hits like an atom bomb. It should get a sequel. And it's obvious it should get a sequel. And it doesn't happen. I've never understood that. This movie right here is definitely one of those movies that deserves a sequel, in my opinion.